The simplest way to conquer the slippery slope is with a bright line rule. Zoning regulations establish specific guidelines for permissible property usages. Their language is generally clear. Undoubtedly, the operation of a pig farm would run afoul of some prohibition, perhaps against unhealthful or unesthetic activities, or even a complete ban on all commercial undertakings. The slope is flattened not because of any argument of logic, but because people, through their elected representatives, have made a choice and enacted a clear restriction. If you can find no bright line rule on which to rely, you must try to convince a judge that closing the pig farm will not open Pandora's box to wild and unruly restrictions in the future. You might suggest a limiting principle that would include Arnold but not Little Johnny. One suitable precept is a famous and enduring property maxim. A person should use his or her property only in such a manner that will not injure another. Superscript 5, which reads Sic utre tuo ut alienum non leedat, for you Latin lovers. Back to the text. But the judge may be skeptical of limiting principles, which can themselves lead to more slippery slopes. Instead, she may prefer to be as explicit and forthright as possible, insisting on a balancing test to expose all competing values. Often, the common law doctrine of nuisance, poignantly applicable here, is used by landowners to prevent interference with the use and enjoyment of their land. The second restatement of property defines one type of actionable private nuisance as an intentional and unreasonable invasion. Superscript 6, and it reads Section 822. A restatement represents the effort of the American Law Institute to summarize the contents of an entire area of law and to suggest its future direction. Typical restatements occupy many volumes and are updated periodically. Back to the text. If we stopped here, we would have a simple limiting principle. The restatement goes on. However, to define reasonableness with a balancing test that weighs the gravity of the harm alongside the utility of the actor's conduct. These expressions are then further defined.